Hello and welcome to Realty Buzz, your weekly real estate reckoner. This is Mansi Dave with you. Let's take a look at the top stories of real estate sector. If real estate investment trust REITs do not become a viable option in the country in a year or two, say investment bankers and tax experts, property developers are likely to explore an initial public offer (IPO) here or floating of business trust in Singapore. REITs are considered ideal exit options for developers with a large rental portfolio in office assets or malls. In his budget proposal of 2015-16, the Union Finance Minister exempted capital gains for the sponsors at the time of listing of units of REITs and gave a pass-through of rental income to unit holders or asset held by REITs. However, developers and tax experts said lack of clarity on minimum alternate tax (MAT) and dividend distribution tax could be a big hindrance in launching REITs here. Many in the sector say REITs are some time away and people would explore alternative means of raising capital. Stakeholders would explore other alternatives such as an IPO listing or a business trust in Singapore and compare these with the REITs option before taking a final call on what works. If REITs do not happen in 1 year, developers, investors will look at Singapore. For debt, they can always look at private equity, commercial mortgage, backed security and lease renting discounting, said an executive at Morgan Stanley. Rajiv Talwar, executive director at DLF, said Hong Kong and Singapore do not have DDT or MAT, which would lead to higher returns and higher valuation for investors. If India says it would not do away with DDT and MAT, why would investors come here? The next news on board is the East Delhi Municipal Corporation plans to seal 21,000 commercial units over non-payment of conversion charges by April. There are 42,369 commercial properties in the area, and notices to 7,984 properties have already been sent. By next week, 13,008 more properties will be served notice. Only a half of the total number of properties have paid conversion charges, and the rest aren't paying up. We have no option but to seal them, said a senior East Corporation official. The corporation this year received just Rs 16.9 crore in conversion charges. In 2012 and 2013, it collected Rs 18.4 crore and Rs 30.4 crore respectively. Around the corporation is seeing financial troubles and is unable to pay its staff. Property owners have to pay the conversion and parking charges at the earliest. This isn't any new tax. It is already overdue. The corporation is left with no option. Mr. B.B. Tyagi, leader of the House East Delhi Municipal Corporation, said, since Delhi government isn't releasing our funds, we have only one option. We must depend on these taxes, said Tyagi. Even South Delhi Municipal Corporation has written to Delhi government asking for release of funds. Meanwhile, South Corporation sealed and demolished, or they believe that a serviceable flat available at a slightly lower price is always a good bargain. However, home buyers share a different view on the issue. They often prefer to buy resale flats as they guarantee possession of the property. A question of doubt is not in the same value chain. According to the experts, resale flats that up on sale are totally in perfect condition. That does not mean that they fall in the same value chain as that of new flats. Industry players believe that every second-hand flat in the market has some feel of its previous owner left in it. It is very difficult, if not impossible, to paint a unique masterpiece on a used canvas. Don't you think so? Previous owners of a resale flat always leave a certain indelible part of their personality or culture imprinted on the property. While it is possible to fill in and paint over nail holes in unwanted parts of the wall, undoing serious structural modifications is a challenge. If we talk about the price factor, while it may come across as a surprise for many, builders highlighted that flats in new projects or ready-to-move in flats often are cheaper than the resale flats up in the market. In the case of under-construction projects, the sale value of individual unit rises only a tandem with the stages of completion. But resale flats often cost as much as new apartments because the relative cost of original acquisition was higher. This is often a function of obsolete construction methods, which are costlier and are more wasteful than more evolved construction technologies. Also, a new flat can yield a higher value on being resold in the market as the shelf life of the building is relatively more than many other second-hand flats that are up on sale. In case of upgraded technology, industry players also believe that a new flat has an edge over old flats, which are being resold in terms of technology. While old flats are in good condition, however, builders are using new concepts and technology to build new flats in their latest projects. Flats and new projects by good developers tend to be more energy efficient, environmentally compliant, user-friendly, and space-optimized. Reputable developers are like, they are constantly upgrading their knowledge, techniques, and equipment. They do this to remain relevant and competitive in the market, which they know to be replete with other options for buyers. The benefits of this mindset are directly passed on to the buyers. New flats come with new fixtures and fittings that ensure minimum problem after usage. On the other hand, key fittings in the resale flat generally tend to be old and used and hence can give problems to the new owner within few months of possession, thus leaving additional cost on the new owner. Hence, it is advised that while investment in the resale flat can guarantee a sure shot possession, it would be wiser to weigh both the pros and cons of the flat in the new project. The next news on board is new 600 square kilometer to come up near Navi Mumbai Airport. Maharashtra government would be developing a new city, Naina, over an area of 600 square kilometer around upcoming Navi Mumbai International Airport, Governor Vidyasagar Rao announces. He was addressing the joint session of the Maharashtra legislature on the opening day of the budget session. The government is committed to expedite the work of the Navi Mumbai International Airport project. Due to comprehensive rehabilitation policy of the government, consent letters from project-affected persons for land acquisition have been received by CIDCO. Majority of the clearances required for the project have been received. The government has decided to build a new city called Naina in the area of 600 square kilometer around the upcoming Navi Mumbai International Airport. As a part of the smart city mission of the center, the state government wanted to develop 30 towns focusing on such as education, medical, entertainment industry, etc. He said, adding that study groups have been formed to suggest the roadmap for this. The government had also taken a decision to adopt biometric identification system for beneficiaries to distribute food grains and other commodities from fair price shops. The next news says no NOCs for illegal structures in Gujarat Housing Board units. The Gujarat Housing Board GHB has refused to issue NOCs for any illegal construction in GHB housing complexes, even as more than 6,500 GHB residents stay queued for the board NOC for clearance of their impact fee applications pending with an Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, AMC. Besides this, GHB has also decided not to carry out any demolitions in the GHB residential and commercial properties, leaving it for the AMC. In an official letter marked to the AMC, GHB has said, GHB cannot issue NOC for illegal construction done by tenants outside the allotted plot boundaries or construction done over road or side margins. As such, illegal constructions are done over the common services like water supply lines, drainages, etc. GHB has cited a February 8, 2010 order of the Urban Development Department where it is categorically stated that it will be responsibility of the AMC to demolish any unauthorized additional construction in GHB colonies, according to the notification. The UDD order was issued after the High Court in the case of Vasanti Desai versus the state of Gujarat had claimed that it will be the duty of the urban local body to clear encroachments on any land acquired under the Slum Clearance Act. This decision will lead to a major legal deadlock unless certain amendments are made in the prevalent GHB laws, said a senior AMC official. More than 6,500 impact fee applications from GHB residents are pending before us in various zones. It was last year that GHB had come out with a circular stating that the impact fees calculated of the extra construction in GHB house will factor in the prevailing Jantri rates of the area. For almost 2 years, there was no clear direction from the GHB over calculation of impact fee for GHB houses. The next news. Roads and Highway Minister Nitin Gadkari launched a portal to buy cement at lower than market rates in the attempt to bring down construction costs. The initiative has drawn response from 36 cement manufacturers running 103 factories. The companies are providing the information about the stock on offer on the portal along with the prices agreed upon the Road Ministry. The government has contracted with these companies for 95 lakh ton cement supply. As cement is manufactured indigenously and bitumen is a byproduct of imported crude oil, the use of cement for national highway is in right earnest with the Make in India campaign, said Gadkari. The minister also said the cost of construction would come down by 10 to 12% with the use of cement over bitumen. We are providing cement at prices up to Rs 180 a bag against a market price of over Rs 300 a bag on this portal, Gadkari said. The portal for infrastructure and material providers inampro.nic.in can be used by any user or agency to place orders and schedule a delivery and payment. He is also hoping that the boost to cement sector through this portal would in turn help the affordable housing plan of Narendra Modi government too. Besides, the road minister also said that around 2,000 kilometers of roads in villages, Rajasthan, are going to use this platform to procure material for construction. Gadkari said he would push for the construction of roads under the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana, using cement with the Rural Development Ministry. He also said that he was confident of achieving the target of building 30 kilometers of roads a day, even before March 2016. So on a positive note, government is making arrangements so that the prices of real estate can be acceptable and user-friendly. Well, that is all for this segment of Realty Buzz. We will be back soon. For more news, gossip and entertainment, keep watching Spin TV. Goodbye. Take care.